What's up, guys? Back in today with another reaction to Baccano, this time with episode 10, I believe. 11 actually. Looking forward to this one. Way too much happened last episode. We had for me to summarize all of it, but we had the fight on the top of the train with Russo and the assassin girl from the black suits who work for Hui, and I think that's his daughter, I think they said. But yeah, we had that where Russo actually lost, I think. He ended up getting kicked off the train. We had everything kind of culminate towards the end of the episode with the New York couple ended up stealing the elixir, and now they're just above Philo and the whole kind of gang ongoings where they just shot to celebrate. They end up getting shot. But yeah, it's all coming together. It is all absolutely coming together now, isn't it? We did have those moments with the little Myers kid as well, asking Russo to do some of his bidding, which ultimately ended up getting him absolutely blasted, which was very brutal, wasn't it? Very brutal. I know. Here is just about everything I spoke of. There was a few other things happening as well, but I think they were the most important ones. Did I even need to? Again, it literally just brought up everything I just spoke of. But yeah, nearing the end of the actual series now, so expecting these last 3 episodes to be to go out with a bang. But as I did say last week, we have got a couple specials as well I'll be watching. Well, those two run into everybody. Did we not see Philo heal that same way, like right at the start of the series? I guess maybe at this point he hasn't drunk the elixir. Maybe he was about to drink it just then. Oh, that's the button. What about that? Shane. I knew I was going to go by so quickly. Shane Laforin, French, remains silent in the face of 2 mysterious people. Shane Laforin. Okay. Right, he took her down very quickly, considering the physical capabilities we've seen her show so far. I mean, we know he's pretty strong, skilled as well. But that was impressive. That's playing dirty. That is not that anybody here has played fair. Just shoot him, bro. Not that again. Pretty sure he's immortal, so not that it'd do much. Good question. Because she will be of no further use. Jesus. Oh, he knows you're fucking bullshitting. He was in the back there, wasn't he? Listening. Miss Dale. Absolutely caked in blood. There's literally like 5% of his body that isn't caked in blood right now. But he's not gonna die. And you know he's not gonna die. You saw him regenerate. But it's still like I don't care. Like this is one of those paradoxical things for me because I really like Mushoku Tensei, but I compare it to like Mushoku Tensei and the kid situation that where someone gets reincarnated as a kid. Similar with like Oshinoko and similar stories where there's like an adult man being reincarnated as a child. I still find it weird that like because you know they've got an adult man inside of them, it's like this. It's still very weird, especially if it does, like, especially in the case of Mushoku Tensei when there is like sexual stuff going on. It still feels like yes, I'm watching a 7-year-old boy, but I'm thinking of a 40-year-old man doing this. Whereas in this situation, this is like a 200-year-old kid or a 100-year-old kid. But I'm actually thinking like visually of a 10-year-old boy getting killed, and it's still like it's very paradoxical how I see that because I still like I don't like seeing this, and I have a problem with seeing that there, and that's maybe other people feel the same way, but I feel very paradoxical about that kind of stuff. It's the whole like I don't say I guess I could say I'm passionate about it. I don't like outwardly speak about it or anything, but it does get to me a little bit. Like I know it's like Japanese values and such, so I wouldn't have it changed. But if there's like a show about like a 1,000-year-old elf that looks like a child, and there is sexual stuff going on, it's still very much the image of a child doing that, so it's still fucked up even if you justify it by saying they're thousands of year old. It's a similar premise to here. Like I still don't like seeing this kid die, even though I know he's like older than his years and what his looks say, but it's just like the image of that happening is still like happening, if you know what I'm saying. Whereas again, in like a Mushoku Tensei, the image of a kid doing this sexual stuff is I can't help but get past the fact that there's an adult in the body. So it's very paradoxical that way, but hopefully that makes sense. Again, logic wise, it doesn't add up, but that's just how I feel. And I know a lot of people have issues with that. Because again, that is like a Japanese thing of like that's just how they do things. And again, I wouldn't change it. I wouldn't have them like censor it or anything, just because that's how Japan functions, but doesn't mean I have to like it. So yeah, as I said, like this might not be too affecting for other people because they know that they can justify like, oh yeah, that's like 100-year-old boy actually, but again, from what we're actually seeing, it's still like kind of fucked up. Damn, he really loves this method of killing people, doesn't he? Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, his hand just exploded. Jesus Christ. Well, you got a lot of information out of that guy. Yeah, she is. You can't though. No, I can't imagine she's too exciting for him, is she? God, he's really unsettled her, hasn't he? She smoked him last time. Oh crap! The rail tracer. So is Russo not immortal? I didn't really know for sure, to be honest with you. I assumed he was. Honestly, I was like just staring at his ear bleeding that entire time. Damn, first meeting since then, eh? Oh, he's gonna suck you off. Yeah. Damn. So he's got the. Yes, he did. Keep him the hell away from Philo. Okay, yeah. I was gonna say, do you reckon there was more between then and now, including that number? They have just been added. Okay. It sure does. Not like you'll be able to do anything, unfortunately. Oh, poor little Chinese woman at the back. I think she's trying to protect him. Yeah. Oh, the Tommy. The Tommy. I love a Tommy gun, don't I? Ah, like we could tell. How would you be able to tell if this dude's bleeding? This is incredibly funny, this, isn't it? These two, of all people. The guy clad in red. The guy sprinkled in red. Then we've actually got the crate, like, I don't know if it, like, we know Lad Russo's crazy, but it's almost like this is like crazy versus crazy. It's like full. It's like insanity. It's like crazy versus insanity. You got the guy got little bits of red, little bits of blood sprinkled on him, little bits of crazy. But then you got this guy just full on fucking caked in blood, literally pure red. And yeah, it's like this is what crazy sees when he meets insanity. Like, you're nothing. You're nothing in comparison, Lad Russo, to this fucking rail tracer. Although I feel that that's disrespecting Lad Russo a bit, to be honest with you. Saying that, but just like pure visually, that's what I'm getting here. Wow. Caught that? God, Michael Jackson. And Michael Jackson didn't even do that. Like he needed some help with that, with his shoes. And feel too bad about it now. Not that he did anyway. Yeah, she does. She does. Wow. We did just see him grind up a kid. I don't think so. Oh, he is. He is. I didn't think he was. Nothing would suggest that till this point. What's going on right now? What's these edits? Yeah, I mean, there's nothing to suggest that he is. Yeah, other than him saying that. But you guys know I said earlier in the series that he might be that kind of evil entity that gave everyone the elixir. I'm starting to think that might be the case again. I was kind of thinking over the last couple of episodes that was definitely not the case, but after that talk he just said there, maybe he is. Maybe he is that being that we saw on that ship all those years ago that gave everyone this. Don Martillo. Thirst for knowledge. So there's not actually any end to it. Just wants to know. Human interest and intrigue is a very powerful thing. Still not really sure what she is though, are we? This Ennis. She said she's a homunculus, but like, is she actually? How did this come about? Sorry, that first line went so quickly just then. I created an imperfect version of the medicine. So he... Oh yeah, we did know about that, didn't we? But yeah, there's been nothing to suggest like you're able to birth homunculus throughout anything we've seen, is there? What does that mean? How are you so strong? I questioned this on the ship. How was he moving? He was moving like a spider. This old man. Get fucked. Dallas. How many times you gotta see this kid fucking die? Bloody hell. And how many times has he killed him? Oh yeah, he knew. He knew. And it does. Yeah, it's not all encompassing. Yeah. Uh, Ooh. I have seen that before. Jesus. I just watched a really cool movie yesterday. I'm gonna watch Weapons tonight, which I'm really excited for. I watched Together last night, and that was really good. That has some really awesome like body horror stuff in there. It wasn't quite as gross as like The Substance, for example, or any David Cronenberg movie, but there's still some really cool stuff in there. I can't remember where I've seen that before. I've definitely seen like a cigarette in someone's eyes. Um, I think I've seen like a metal rod like that, steaming hot. But yeah, Jesus. Again, this is the type of thing where it does bring it back. Like, oh, this is like 100, 200-year-old kid. So why did this all happen to him? Who is that? I can't tell. I kind of recognise them, but I don't. I do kind of recognise them. Are they on that boat? I don't know. I recognise the person, but it's not like they're a prominent character. But I feel like I've definitely seen that person before. Maybe I'm talking rubbish though. Yeah, Jesus Christ. Been through a lot then. Been through a lot. Oh, lovely. I wish you'll never come back to life. I keep saying this. I've said it all throughout the start of the series. Being immortal is not all that. It doesn't stop pain. It doesn't stop you going through this just to go through it again and again and again. Like maybe it's better you just go through that kind of pain once than die and having to re-experience it. Bruno Lata, the man himself, family head. I'm assuming. Who knows? Only that woman. Well, she doesn't even know. She's probably got the best. Yeah, fuck knows. No one knows. Guys asking for the impossible right there. Okay, another pretty damn brutal episode today, wasn't it? Honestly, I was expecting more out of this Myers kid. He was set up earlier on in the series like some kind of little genius, and he probably is. But like he was like cunning and like he was set up like he had some kind of grand plan or something. But all throughout the last few episodes, we've just been seeing him getting fucked up, just getting killed over again, and not achieving anything. I really feel like And that's another bad thing about being immortal. If you become immortal in a kid's body, you'll only ever be able to physically achieve what a kid can achieve. So it's like that's even more of a kind of curse as well. So yeah, honestly, that kid is like been disappointing in a good way, if you know what I'm saying, like a subverting way of I was expecting this kid to like be quite a big part, but actually he's just getting fucked up the whole time. But yeah, Rail Tracer was pretty damn cool again today, wasn't he? A little Lad Russo, which was nice. And yeah, just kind of does feel like we're very much come to the end of things now, doesn't it? See what we got for me tomorrow. Okay, pretty much all on the train there. What was in that guy's back? Is that some kind of like flamethrower tank or like rocket jetpack? I was thinking maybe he got impaled by something, but he looks like he's actually got something strapped to his back there. I'm going to go ahead and assume it's a flamethrower, just purely based off the time period, but I don't actually know, to be honest with you. What did they say in the preview here? 3 Gandalf brothers are felled by assassin's bullets. Well, they're not, because the Gandalf brothers we know are immortal. Philo at this point in the story wasn't immortal though, so it is kind of like, because we see him in the future being an immortal, you don't worry too much about him because we know he must survive until that point. But he is one of the only people in actual danger during these scenes with Cesard, isn't he? Pretty surprising actions by Ennis, to be honest with you. They seem like they actually get along really well, those two, Philo and Ennis. But yeah, as I said, lots going on here today. Lots of this Myers kid. Again, I was thinking maybe he'd be like some kind of grand scheme or some kind of big plan. Things would kind of moved to his kind of tune, but it's been anything but that for him, to be honest. He's just been getting tortured and abused. Yeah, he's been getting majorly messed up, which is again quite as a big horror fan, it's not nearly as enjoyable at all seeing someone like this getting that happen to them. Of like, you want this to happen like the bad guys, if you know what I'm saying. You want this to be like the comeuppance to a character like Lad Russo to go through something like this. Not this kid, but yeah. Again, good little fight scene here. Really excited to continue that next week and see Rail Tracer versus Lad Russo. I think that's going to be a really cool fight. A little bit more about the Hui kind of situation, which I'm still not all too clued up about on, to be honest with you guys. Little reunion here from 200 bloody years ago. Which I'm also looking forward to seeing more of. But yeah, do let me know, guys, thought about this episode down in the comment section. Make sure to leave a like on the video if you guys did enjoy, and subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up to date. And I'll see you next time for episode 12.